All right, we are back. And tonight we have Austin Maddix coming in. Austin recently had a kickboxing match with Eric Mon, and coming up on March 8th, he's going to be fighting Preston Starcher in a featherweight MMA bout. Austin, welcome to the show, man. So you had your last fight. You went to the extreme, gained a bunch of weight to fight Eric at a higher weight. Now you're on your way back down. Go back to featherweight where you were fighting at, and to fight a much smaller guy. So going from Eric Mon to Preston Starcher.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, and Starcher's been doing bantamweight fights, and he walks around. He's fighting basically where he walks, but he did start his career at featherweight, and he's willing to take this one here at featherweight because he does have a fight 2 weeks after that, fighting for a title for Doghouse Promotion. It's on our show. We're doing a co-promotion with Doghouse Promotions, and he's fighting for one of their belts on March 22nd. But yeah, March 8th, you are going to welcome this man, and you have a chance to knock him out of that title shot that he is scheduled for 2 weeks after. So yeah, so I'm going to go back to that first fight a little bit. Tell me about the fight you had with Eric. So it was your first time getting to fight for us. You've done grappling here before. Tell us about the experience you had at our last event, the build up, the lead up, fight, everything. How'd it go?
It was actually a lot of fun. Like, just everything was fun. Sucked losing, though.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean, Eric's really good.
Eric's deceivingly good. Like, you look at him, and you're like, man, this dude's got a little soft little body, but he's got some muscle underneath all that fat.
Bro, he's such a, wide motherfucker. It felt like I couldn't get my leg around his body.
He doesn't have to load up for anything. He's always like, he's got the little T-Rex arms. He's always ready to throw them hooks.
That was the biggest thing I didn't expect is like the first punches he threw when it hit me, I was like, wow, he has some different power for. Yeah, it was wild.
He's got that, I'm not going to use that word. I'm just going to say he's got the dad strength.
Mm.
The dad power. Yeah, he's got that dad power on him. That's from swinging them belts, whipping them kids. He's man, Eric's came a long way in his career, and let's see. So he took a tough loss to a really good fighter in his debut. Then he picked up a couple wins, but it was like I think it was like his fourth fight is when maybe his fifth, when he fought this guy Delano Reynolds, and the way Eric was punching, I was like, man, he throws punches just like Jack Dempsey. If you ever go back and watch Jack Dempsey fights from way back in the day, like Eric, his punch style reminds me a lot of Jack Dempsey, the way he fights. It's different. And he comes in and he can somehow, as little as he is, he somehow reaches people, man. He fought 6'6" or 6'7" Delano Reynolds and was popping him with those hooks. And I thought that was kind of crazy. So, yeah, anytime he's fighting somebody under 6'6", I figure he's not going to have any problem reaching him. Yeah, so coming into a fight, you got Preston Starcher. Preston's actually coming into this in a little bit of a losing streak. He was up to 3-2 not long ago, fought for a belt, and just kind of put him on a skid, man. But he's had a lot of really tough fights. He's lost since then. He lost the title fight to I don't remember. Was it Noah Kiska maybe? Or maybe. I think it might have been Noah. He lost to him, then moved on. He's lost twice to Mitchell Vaughn and once to Jordan Barney, but all really game opponents. Like Mitch is 4-1 in his last 5. I think Barney was still undefeated at that time, and the other guy was undefeated. So he's on a 4-fight losing skid right now, but all really tough opponents. So he can't really take anything away from him. He's had some really tough fights, and he's willing to fight anybody, and that's why he was willing to come up and wait and fight you. I don't think he'll say no to anything. So what do you think about Mr. Starcher coming into this fight? What are your thoughts on it?
I think we're both kind of the same as far as, we both got deceptive records, but, we're both on losing streaks. We both lost to some people, but we won't say no to anybody, and we both fought like some bad motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And it's no surprise we both lost. And, I think he comes out and bangs, and I do the same thing, and I think it'll be a good fight.
Yeah, so you just recently went up and fought a bigger guy, and now Preston's doing that, but you're the bigger guy.
Yeah.
So do you think the size is going to give you some advantages here?
Yeah.
In the power and the
Yeah, I mean, I've heard 55ers and stuff. I could do it to 45ers for sure, or 35ers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, I like watching both of you guys fight, and he's been with us. I think Preston's only had one fight that wasn't on one of our cards. So I watched that. I've seen everything he's had. So it's been pretty cool watching him evolve from day one when he came in. Just a kid who would spar with his brother in the living room and no training, no experience. He took like a last minute fight against a pretty good guy. Dude was, I think, the dude was 1-1 or maybe 2-1. Yeah, I think it was 1-1, but he had a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and Preston had no jiu-jitsu, but they were the only two featherweights available, and he wanted the fight. He's, let's run it, but came out, he got the dub, or no, he took the loss there. Then he went on a 2-fight winning streak, and then he went for that rematch, and didn't go his way, but he wanted that one. He still wanted that one. He's still trying to avenge that to tell me how's your training been going? Have you made any changes to your training regimen? Tell me a little bit about that.
I was just pretty much staying at Davis, not really going anywhere else, but I've been going up to LK. It is like a 2-hour drive, but I was like, it's not so much that I needed to make some changes. Like, I still go to Davis for my jiu-jitsu and stuff, but LK has like some pros and just like some straight up monsters, and it's good, great spar and a bunch of great dudes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I go down there a lot now.
Tell me about LK. That's a gym I've never heard of. Not familiar with those guys.
Dude, it's like, I remember me and Tristan Franson were going up there, and like we had to like go through all these windy roads through a fucking cave, all kinds of shit, and then like we get there and it's just like this little box in the buttfuck middle of nowhere, and you wouldn't expect it, but it's like Thailand Muay Thai in Kentucky. Like it's fucking awesome.
So where are they at?
Beattyville or Lee County.
I'll have to look these guys up, see if they got some fighters for us.
I've actually talked to their pro Chance. I was telling him, I was like, man, you need to come fight a New Line. I feel like you get a title there. And he was like, I'll do
it. What's his name? Chance what?
Chance Keller.
Chance Keller. Okay.
And they got Justin Walters, who's about to fight for BKFC.
Okay. I've heard of him.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I'm still learning the teams here in Kentucky. I've been here for three and a half years now, so still learning the people, the area. I know pretty much everybody in West Virginia. Still learning Kentucky. So moving on to 2024, moving into 2025. So what are some goals you have set for yourself next year? What are some things you want to accomplish, and where do you see yourself at the end of the year?
If this fight goes good, I beat Preston. Maybe fight two more guys. I want to deserve a title shot. Maybe just beat two more guys and get a 145 or 155 title shot next year, maybe.
Every time you give a thumbs up, it has bubbles pop up on your screen.
Oh, what the fuck? That's wild.
It's not working for me. What is that? Thumb down? I don't know. Nothing. I don't know, man. That's weird. It was throwing me off. Like every time your thumb went up, you got bubbles. Like, where's my bubbles at, man? All right. I interrupted you there.
You did.
So yeah, looking to get some wins, get a title. Any fights you're trying to get back this year? Any losses you're trying to avenge?
Honestly, most of the dudes I fought are going like pro or fighting in like big ass promotions, so it would be hard. Maybe on down the line for sure, but
eat enough cheeseburgers and go pro, you could get Eric Mon again.
Yeah, me and Eric are buddies. I wouldn't. Yeah. I wouldn't do that.
You have to get a lot of cheeseburgers, my friend. So what do you think about Eric, man? Eric's got a pro fight coming up, pro boxing with Fernando Huerta, who's out of Hybrid MMA in Lexington.
Man, I'm excited. We've been talking ever since our fight, and hopefully we'll get in some rounds together, and I'll be cheering him on.
Yeah, I think the winner of this fight can say they're not the shortest person in Kentucky, since they're like the two shortest fighters in Kentucky. It's like 5'1" versus 5'2", right?
Yeah, that's wild.
I think they're like 5'4" and 5'7" is what they are. And then you would think like two guys of that height, yeah, they're probably like flyweight. No, these are like light heavyweight, cruiserweight boxers.
Yeah, that's
Big
wild.
boys. But they're boxing at 175. 5'4" versus 5'7". But at least Eric's taller than his wife, right? Sorry, Stephanie. Yeah, looking forward to it, man. Big things coming. Big thing coming this year. Y'all, you guys out of your gym, we need to be looking out for.
At Davis, Eli's looking at Tough Man right now. I say he'll fight for y'all again, and Tristan Franson for sure. He's looking for a fight on the same card as me. So
Tristan came out looking sharp, man.
He did look good.
He definitely improved from the time. Well, it's been 8 months, but yeah, definitely improved from his debut he had. Eli had a tough match. I was a little confused, man. He got up, pissed off, ready to fight, and then he quit. I don't know what happened there. I thought that was a little strange. Like, all right, we're going to fight on our hands now. He was getting worked, he just couldn't get any space. It was like no matter where he went, Baker was in his face. Eli was moving all over the place, just trying to create a little space. I think he may have had a height advantage a little bit. So he was trying to get some space, work from the outside, but it's like no matter where he went, Ethan Baker was in his space. And looked like he ate a late shot. Like he had went down from a body shot and then thought, after he went down, he caught another. Like Ethan went to throw another body shot, caught him in the face when he went down. He jumped up, ready to fight, and then he quit. So I don't know.
We talked about it. He was like, man, I regret acting like that. He's like, I let my anger get the better of myself. I really think that's what it is. He's a nice dude in the gym and stuff.
I could tell. I talked to him. The first time I ever talked to him was the night before the fight. He was really nice. We were talking about something that happened to him in a Tough Man previously, where basically he was getting bullied by the announcer, the referee, his own corner man, everybody. That was kind of like crazy. Definitely a very poor act from everybody involved. It was crazy. But yeah. So yeah, I was happy to finally get him on the card. We'd been trying to get him on there for a little bit, just never worked out. And he was one on this last one, but I don't think the people at your gym, they wanted to give him a little more time to get ready. So hopefully we can get him on March. I need to talk to Tristan and get your guys matched. But yeah. Well, I believe that's it for me, man. What else do you have? What else you got that we didn't talk about?
You need to tell your commentators to quit being so fucking biased. I rewatched that shit, and they were sucking Eric Munn's dick.
Yeah, we've had that conversation a few times.
Besides,
that's right. Tell commentators, listen up.
Only Dave Fernetti was the only one that was giving me props, and that's Eric Munn's best friend, and that should tell you something, because I think his name's Elijah. Yeah, Elijah and some chick, and they were talking that's just, like, anytime I would throw anything, they were like, I don't know, man. It was some bullshit.
You land one on Eric's jaw, and, Eric blocked it with his chin.
Basically is what it was like.
You got Elijah Thacker? You next.
I will fight Elijah Thacker if that's what he wants.
You hear this, Elijah? Elijah's going to have to cut himself in a third to get down to your weight.
Yeah.
Elijah's in my weight class. We're super heavyweights. He'll tell you he's like 250, but we're 300 pounders.
Yeah, he's a big old boy.
Elijah's pretty dangerous too. You see those cauliflower ears he has? You got them big old Randy Couture looking ears on him. He's a dangerous cat. That's right, Elijah. He's come for you, son.
But yeah, all right. That's all I got.
All right. Everybody, we got a lot of stuff coming up. January 11th, we have a grappling card on at Hurricane, West Virginia, Category 5 Jiu-Jitsu. March 8th, come out and see this man compete against Preston Starcher. And then after that's over, you see him fight Elijah Thacker in the parking lot. Then we're on to March 22nd. So and he is trying to keep Preston Starcher from getting that title shot in March for Doghouse Promotions. So, all right. Anything you want to throw out to Preston Starcher? Anything you want to say to Preston leading into this?
Good luck. All love.
Everybody, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Austin, thanks for joining me tonight. And all right, tune in. Thanks, guys.